Square root. We have studied, my dear students, in the previous session how to find the square root by long division method. When the numbers are very large, we use the method of finding their square roots by long division method. Today also we use this method, but we use this method for the square roots of a number in a decimal. So before that, first let's see how to find the square roots of a rational numbers. So here is in first example, if you will see, you have to find the square root of 49 multiplied by 25. 49 is the perfect square of 7 and 25 is the perfect square of 5. So under root of 7 square multiplied by 5 square, that gives you 7 multiplied by 5 equals to 35. So rule 1 says for the perfect square a and b, if square root of a multiplied by b, then you can write individually square root of a into square root of b. See the second example. It is the rational number form. Square root of 49 upon 25 means square root of 7 square upon square root of 5 square. That gives you 7 upon 5. So rule 2 says for the perfect squares a and b, square root of a upon b is equal to individually square root of a upon square root of b. See the square roots of the terminating decimal means when the division remainder is 0. Observe some squares. Here 7 square equals to 49, we are aware, but if the same number we will write in the decimal form, that is 0.7 whole square, that means we are multiplying 0.7 into 0.7. So see the below that I have written 1 and 1 which shows the decimal places. So 0.7 means 1 decimal place, multiply by 0.7 means again 1 decimal place. So 7 sevens are 49. So 1 and 1 decimal places gives you 2 decimal places. So your decimal point must be after 2 decimal places. My dear students, it is very easy. See here the second example. 4 square equals to 16. If you write 0.4 whole square equals to 0.4 into 0.4, that equals to, see here 0.4 means 1 and 1 decimal places, that becomes 2 decimal places, that is 0.16. 3 square equals to 9, single digit number. So when you take 0.3 whole square, we will write it as 0.3 into 0.3 equals to 0. Now as the answer is single digit, we have to put the 0 in front of it. So after 2 decimal places, that is 0.09. So this is known as the squares of the terminating decimal. See the next example. 12 square equals to 144. That means if you write the decimal form, that is 0.12 whole square equals to 0.12 into 0.12. Now 12 means how many decimal places? It is 2. And in the next number also 2. So that 2 and 2, in the final answer you have to put the decimal after 4 digits. So 0.0144 is the answer. 15 square equals to 225. Now 0.15 whole square equals to 0.15 into 0.15 equals to, see here 2 and 2 means 4. So decimal places after 4. So 0.022 and 5. This is how to multiply the squares of the decimal terminating decimals. Be careful about the decimal places when you write the answer. Now see how to find the square root of a number in the decimal form by using the long division method. Here the method is same which we have studied in the previous session, but only the difference here, instead of the simple number we had taken the number which are in the decimal form. So I had taken the same example which we have studied in the previous session, so that for the comparison it becomes easy for you. Find the square root of 15.21. Again, you have to break the decimals into two periods, so two digits are there. 15 less than 15 perfect square is 3. So 3 you have to write up and as a divisor also. Then 3 plus 3 gives you 6. 15 minus 9 gives you 6. 21 you have to bring down, so it becomes 621. Now after 6 you have to write the one decimal one by one, so it is 69 into 9 gives you again 621, so the answer is 0. At the quotient place you have to write 3. Now as 21 is after decimal we are taking, so in regular decimal also we have to do like this, so we have to put decimal after 3 because 21 is after the decimal point, and therefore square root of 15.21 equals to 3.9. Let's see one more example. Here we have to find the square root of only 3 number, means 3 is the number up to 3 decimal places. Let's see, now the number is single digit, so we have to put as many as 0 as we can. So here we will write that 3 as 3.0000 and 0, 0. Now start with the perfect square. Perfect square is 1 because less than 3 the perfect square is 1. So 1, 1, 3 minus 1 means 2. Now bring down the two zeros. Now here if you will add 1, so it will gives you 2. After 2 put 7. Again 27 multiplied by 7 gives you 189. So 200 minus 189 means 11. Again bring down the two zeros. Here you have to multiply 27 by 2. 7, add it, so it gives you 34. Then try one number by one number, so it is 343 number is that, so 343 multiplied by 3 gives you 1029, and if you subtract it you will get 71. Bring down the two zeros and multiply this 343 plus 3, it gives you 346. Then put one by one numbers there. After 6 you will get here 2, so that 2 you have to write upside down on the place of quotient, so it gives you 6924. My dear students, as 3 is not the perfect square, it is the never ending division, but here we want only up to 3 decimal places, so we will stop the division. So square root of 1.3 equals to 1.732, that is up to 3 decimal places. This is how you have to solve all the numbers by using the long division method of finding the square roots. Now how to find the square roots by estimation method. Finding the square roots by estimation method, here we had taken the 410. Now we have to find out the perfect square near 410, that is 400 and 441. So 400 is the perfect square of 20 and 441 is the perfect square of 21. Now 20 square is less than 410 is less than 21 square. Now we guess the answer is in between 20 and 21 because 410 lies between 400 and 441. Now let us try the numbers which are in between 20 and 21, and naturally these numbers are the decimal numbers in between 20 and 21. So we will first try with 20.3. You can take any number in between 20 and 21, no problem. So here I had taken 20.3. So if you find out the 20.3 and its square is 412.09. So it comes near to 410. That means here again we can rewrite it as 20 square less than 410 less than 20.3 whole square. Means now the square root of this 410 number lies between 20 square and 20.3 square. Now let us try with 20.2 because that is only the number which is in between 20 and 20.3. So take the square of 20.2. It is 408.04. So 408.04 less than 410 less than 412.09, which is equals to 20.2 whole square less than 410 less than 20.3 whole square. My dear students, if you observe the numbers carefully, 410 is near to the number 408.04 but not to the near 412.09. So instead of taking 20.3 here, we have to take 20.2 because 410 is near to that number, more near to that number, and therefore square root of 410 equals to 20.2, but it is not the exact value, so we have to write it approximately. Now it's time for an assignment. My dear students, try to solve these. Today we have learnt about the square roots of the rational numbers, square roots of decimals, and square roots of finding the numbers by estimation method, and I explain all the points in detail. Here is an assignment for you that would help you to check your understanding, and I hope you would try honestly to solve the assignment. Thank you. Have a nice day.